Hi, I'm Jordan Beeman, president of HeartBrand Beef, and today we're going to talk about the HeartBrand Coulotte steak. It's a really good steak. It comes off of the sirloin. It comes off the cap of the top sirloin. All the steaks are going to come individually vacuum packed like this. They're going to be cut to 6 ounces. And what's really going to be great about the HeartBrand Coulotte steak is the wonderful marbling through it. You can see the marbling throughout this product right here. Really good specks of the white fat spread throughout the meat. And marbling is really what's going to separate a HeartBrand Coulotte apart from a traditional Coulotte. That marbling is what's going to give it that great tenderness and that great Akaushi flavor that you're used to. I compare it most similarly to a New York strip. It's kind of to me a smaller version of a New York strip, still has a similar bite and flavor to a New York strip, and it's really a steak our family really enjoys eating. The Coulotte's going to come to you individually vacuum packed. It might arrive frozen or cool to the touch. If it does arrive frozen, I do recommend you thaw it in the refrigerator slowly, maybe over 2 days. If you don't have that much time, just thaw it in some cool water. It should thaw out in about an hour and a half or so. Please don't put it in hot water. You're hopefully not going to be in that big a rush. If you can, just put it in some cool water to thaw it. Today to cook this steak, we're going to keep it really simple. All you need is pepper, salt, a nice pair of tongs, and a hot grill. So as you begin to open it, they're all going to come individually vacuum packed. Push the meat down in the bag a little bit and get a nice sharp knife and just cut the top of it off just like that. That's what I found really the easiest way to open these bags. And pull the steak out and put it on your surface. I really like to keep it really simple when I have this great Akaushi beef, so we're just going to put a little salt and pepper on this. Get both sides good, pat it in. Flip it over, salt the other side as well, a little pepper. And I have a little extra pepper on the side of this cutting board, so I like to take all the sides and just try and get all that extra salt and pepper. Make sure to get everything nice and evenly coated. Pat it in real good. Now we're ready to go to the grill. We're going to cook these steaks on our grill. I have our grill preheated to 425 degrees approximately. We're going to put them on and flip them 2 to 4 times, and it should take about 8 minutes. I like to cook my Coulotte to about 138 degrees internal. Now we have our steak cooked to about 138 degrees, a medium rare to medium. Cut into it and see how it looks. One thing I just want you to note when you are cooking this Coulotte, notice how it fluffed a little bit as it cooks. They tend to rise as you cook them. I'm not sure why, but they do it more than other steaks. They rise just a little bit, so they might take a little bit longer than what you think that a normal steak of this thickness might take. So we'll cut into it and see what it looks like. Good medium rare to medium. See how the muscle fibers are the way in through there? You can even see a little bit of the marbling. And how the meat's not necessarily purple. I don't like it to be purple. When it's purple, I think it tends to be a little bit more chewy. I like for it to have a nice red center where you can still see the muscle fibers all the way through the product. Now we'll see how we did. Check this thing out. Great flavor, great tenderness, really a wonderful steak. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for joining us on the HeartBrand Cooking Series.